May the peace of the Lord be with you all. I'm Father Larry Hoffman, as pastor of St. Luke's Parish here in Ankeny. I want to say thank you to all of you who helped St. Luke's come to this place as a parish. In September of 2016, I asked members of our parish to form a strategic planning committee to look at the current facility needs and to develop a concept of how to meet those needs. St. Luke's is growing so fast. We moved into this facility June 10, 2015 with 250 registered families. I've sent out 285 notes to families who have registered since that time. As fast as we are growing, our facility needs are growing even faster, and so the need for the Strategic Planning Committee for parish and for school. But perhaps there is a question to ask, why do we need any facilities at all? What purpose do they serve? The foundation of our parish, of our faith, is Jesus Christ. That's the real and more important than the concrete of this building. We need a parish community founded on Jesus that can grow in faith, that can grow in love of God, that can grow in love of our neighbors. We need a parish community that can grow in prayer, in holiness, in praise and worship of our God. How is this going to happen? It will take commitment. It will take sacrifice. It will take hard work. Faith in Jesus, love of God, and love of neighbor don't just happen. We have to decide. We have to pray. We have to worship at Mass. We have to study our faith. We're called to holiness. We do this in community within St. Luke's Parish. Let's get excited about the next step in the growth of our faith. It will take our commitment. The next step in the growth of St. Luke's Parish will take lots of self-sacrifice. Working with different views, we'll find ways to move forward as a united parish. Let's be grateful for all that has already happened. Let us ask the Holy Spirit to enlighten us to all God intends St. Luke's to become. This beautiful land and campus has started St. Luke's on its way. May we open our hearts to all that is possible in loving God, in loving our neighbor, in seeing what happened right here in St. Luke's Parish.
I'd like to extend my sincere thanks to Father Larry for the work he did in bringing us to this point in our growth of a parish. I am Bob Lichtai. I am one of the parish members Father Larry asked to be on the Strategic Planning Committee and became its chairperson. We had been meeting for just over a year. The committee is made up of Father Larry, Father Adam, and representatives from the Parish Pastoral Council, Finance Council, the School Board, Facilities Committee, the Knights of Columbus, and a parish member who is a contractor, and a member who is a teacher. We received a letter from Bishop Pates saying that we could study how the facility needs of St. Luke's could be met. We have held monthly meetings since October of 2016. We have received input from various parish councils, committees, groups concerning their view on our facility needs. One of the immediate challenges the Strategic Planning Committee recognized was that we were not going to be able to build a building quick enough to meet the needs of our growing school. We thus purchased and installed temporary model classrooms in which we will set up our media center and our band, possibly an art room, for the next few years, thus freeing up at least 2 rooms for the parish and the school to use while we're undergoing the next phase of our expansion, which will be explained in detail by Father Adam. Many of you responded to the parish survey, whose main points Kayla Cran will share with you. We have hired and met with Envision Architectural Firm to help us develop a concept of ways these needs could be met, and you will have an opportunity to see an architectural layout later on. Right now, I am turning this over to Jason Hatch, who will talk and walk you through the needs we anticipate our parish church having in the upcoming years.
Thanks, Bob. Hi, everyone. My name is Jason Hatch, and I am a representative from the parish. Father Larry talked about our first few years of growth and the need to look to our future, and Bob talked about some of the tasks of the Strategic Planning Committee and our immediate facility needs. I'm going to share with you how our parish attendance is projected to increase over the next 4 years. Our parish has been growing on an average of over 30% per year, which last year was over 100 families. I'm going to show you what it will look like if we keep growing at a rate of over 100 families per year. Not only are we adding over 100 families per year, but the families we already have registered are growing in numbers as well. In 2018, current growth projections will take us up to 625 families. Monsignor Steve Orr will also retire in the summer of 2018. So there is a very good chance that some of the families from OLIH will transfer to St. Luke's. In 2019, we are projected to grow up to about 750 families. We will have to add on another mass. In 2020, growth will take us up to about 875 families. We will be seeing the norm of having chairs set up in the narthex. In 2021, we are projecting that we will be over 1,000 families. We will need to make modifications to our existing facility to accommodate additional growth, although we will not yet have enough people to build our main church. Many of you may not even realize that where we gather for Mass is actually the gathering space. I've shown you the anticipated needs of our current worship space. Alicia Pettit, our representative from the school board, will now walk you through the space needs of the school.
Our parish's educational space is used for a variety of purposes day and night. The two main purposes are St. Luke's School and religious education classes. We know both the school and RE will be in need of more space in the upcoming years, as both programs continue to be blessed with more students. The model you are currently viewing focuses on the classroom occupancy of the school. We are currently serving two sections of kindergarten and first grade. This model demonstrates the classrooms that will be occupied as we grow into a two-section school. In 2018-2019, we add a sixth grade and a second grade. The library and art room move out to our portable classrooms. In the school year 2019-2020, we add a seventh grade and a third grade. Sixth and seventh grade are enjoying some autonomy in their portable suites. In the year 2020-2021, we add an eighth grade and a fourth grade, which displaces our library and art room. We run out of space at the beginning of this school year. Please note this model does not accurately assign specific grades to specific classrooms. Rooms were only labeled with grades to show occupancy.
In September, we sent out a survey to the parish church and parish school. I'm Kayla Cran, and I'm happy to share the results of that survey with you. We were fortunate to receive 149 responses. Thank you to those that filled it out. Even though many people use the facilities here at St. Luke's for different purposes outside of Sunday Mass, some common themes emerged in the survey. People saw a need for more space, storage, classrooms, worship space, and parking. Anyone who attends Mass knows that we are unique and that we have many, many babies and young children, so the survey focused on the needs of our children. Right now, just over half of our families are in their 30s, and we want to make sure we are able to provide for the needs of their children. Of those surveyed, 73.8% of the respondents have children in our parish, while 26.2% do not. Of the 109 responding families with children, 42.2% currently or will utilize the religious education program, and 40.9% currently or will utilize St. Luke's Catholic School. Some respondents indicated using both educational services, so those results are not totally accurate. What really came out in the survey was that people thought that the next building phase should meet the needs of both the parish church and parish school. Everyone should benefit from what we are about to undertake. Father Adam will now reveal a rendering of what our future build is anticipated to look like and walk everyone through the architectural layout and the costs associated with what we hope to build.
Hello everyone, this is Father Adam. I've had the joy of joining in on the discussions of the Strategic Planning Committee since I was assigned here in August. I've been impressed by the dedication of my fellow members of the Strategic Planning Committee and am thankful for the honor of working with them. I have the privilege of revealing to you the proposed building project that we as a parish will begin in the summer of 2019. Before we can build, we must ask you to be generous and share responsibility for the new project by contributing to the upcoming capital campaign. The results of the capital campaign will determine what we build. If we come in under our $4.7 million goal, we have a couple options open to us. We need at least $500,000 to continue to keep growing as a two-section school. If we don't reach $500,000, then we will have to stop accepting 2 sections of kindergarten in the 2019-2020 school year. Our religious education department will also have to consider new options for educating our RE children. Our space for RE is already limited on Wednesday night. If we raise $500,000 to $3.8 million, we will be able to purchase more mobile classrooms and continue to grow as a 2-section school. We will also be able to add more parking to meet our parish's needs. If we raise $3.8 to $4.7 million, we will be able to expand our building and provide a better facility for our entire parish. Part of the expansion includes doubling our parking and increasing our storage, and will include a modification of the worship space. This modification will give us overflow seating for Mass and a meeting space with storage where the red dot is. The space will be much like the library and green room at Our Lady's Immaculate Heart, which are pictured here. Our space will be a bit larger and will have one movable wall to divide this meeting space into 2 separate rooms, and another movable wall so that we can use this room during Masses to expand our seating. Those using this room during Mass will be able to see the altar. On the school side of things, if we raise $3.8 to $4.7 million, we will be adding at least 6 classrooms and an administrative office. These classrooms will each be 1,000 square feet, which is a significant increase over our current classroom size. We will still have to use the mobile classrooms in order to accommodate our growing parish school and parish religious education. When we reach our goal, we will be able to have 10 new classrooms, not just 6, and this will allow us to move out of the mobile classrooms. I will now turn this over to Ryan Schoen, who will explain the process of raising money for this new building.
Hello, I'm Ryan Schoen, and I'm the chair of your St. Luke's Finance Council. Today I want to talk to you about our current parish financials and then what you can expect in the coming months. In general, the parish is doing well financially. In the last year, parishioners have contributed about $925,000 to our parish. You gave about $400,000 to our building fund through the capital campaign, and about $525,000 to our operating budget through tithing. Those gifts help St. Luke's carry out its mission. We worship, we teach, we care. St. Luke's provides significant support for charities, our parish school, and operating our church, including faith formation and RE. But our biggest expense is still paying for our current facilities, and we have a mortgage balance of about $5.6 million. What can you expect in the coming months? In early December, we will have a tithing appeal. We will all be asked to reflect on God's gifts and how we can share those gifts to help St. Luke's carry out its mission. We'll also ask families who are newer to St. Luke's to come together for a short campaign through next June to reduce our current debt. Almost immediately, we will also start conducting a feasibility study for the facilities expansion that you've heard about in these videos. Please make every effort to participate in this study if you're asked. You will learn much more in the coming weeks. Depending on the results of the feasibility study, then we would proceed with a second capital appeal for Phase 2 construction. Thank you so much for your continued generous support of St. Luke's.